How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another cooking video. So today we're going to do some baking again, and we're going to make a toffee sponge cake, which I'm pretty excited about. I loved a toffee sponge and things like that. It goes great with custard. So yeah, so the first thing I need to do, obviously, is just get my oven preheating. What's the temperature we need this one on? Because it's quite a long baker, so 160-degree fan, because it's going to be going in for about 50 minutes, which weird, but yeah. And I'm going to quickly grease up a tin, a standard, obviously, cake tin, and then we can crack on with getting all the ingredients sorted. So, the first thing we're going to do, obviously we need a nice big empty bowl, is put into here 150 grams of self-raising flour. Now following that with 150 grams of muscovado sugar. And now that we've got that, we want 150 grams of butter. Now you want 3 large eggs. I've only got small eggs in at the moment, so I'm going to be using 4 of these. Obviously, it seems still like quite a thick, podgy mix. Just add another one. That will not cause any issue at all. Now, last of all, we want a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Ooh, sticky lid. There we go. Lovely. So now I'm going to get this all whisked up so it's nice and smooth and all mixed together with an electric whisk. Obviously you can use a hand whisk if you'd rather. Okay, so that's it. Pale and well whipped, which is what we want. So now, make some room. We want to pour all this mix into, just like I said, one tin. Where's best for this? Move the camera back a bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so just going to pour it in nicely. Bit of help from a spatula if needed. If you see any dark bits in the bowl, it's just the harder bits of muscovado sugar. So not to worry. Obviously, when you whip it, don't over whip it. I know it sounds silly, but it can be done and it won't rise. I don't think I've done that, because you don't need to do it for long at all. But yeah, so just going to get all of these ingredients out, or as many as I can. But that should do it. And then obviously, once it's in, just go over it very lightly with your spatula or spoon, whatever you decided to use, and just smooth it all down. Make sure the whole tin is covered. There we go. That looks good in my opinion. And now that's going in the oven for, how long did I tell you earlier? It's going in for 45 to 50 minutes. And like I said, that's on 160-degree fan, 180-degree if not. Oh, we have it all here, 355 Fahrenheit and gas mark 4. Right, so now that your cake's in the oven, obviously I've had a quick tidy up of my surfaces, and now we're going to start on with the toffee sauce. So, into a pan, you can put this all in first and get it fed, which is good because I like to put things on my scales and do it easier. 100 grams of butter. Now following that with 100 grams of the muscovado sugar again. Just get that dumped in nicely. Oops. So I must say as well, whilst I'm just getting this all ready and prepared, thank you to everyone who does subscribe and like watches these videos every time they go up. I do enjoy baking. I do struggle to motivate myself, which is why I do the channel, because I genuinely enjoy just putting these videos up and, you know, just editing them together. And it just gives me something to do, and like I say, it just motivates me to actually cook and to bake. I love doing it, but just, you know, with the way things go sometimes in life, I do forget to do it, and this just helps me make sure I do. The last ingredient into here is 100 grams of golden syrup. Squeezy bottles are a lot easier in terms of golden syrup. I find them like the can, the tin. Right, and that's it. So now, I'm going to move the scales over there. Onto here, we're going to put it on a low heat. You do not want to bring this to a boil, but we're going to melt all these ingredients down. Yeah, so we want the butter to melt completely. We want all the sugar to be dissolved. Also, we do want to bring it to the boil, then take it off the heat. That's once it is all melted together. To cook it on a low heat, get it all mixed in, dissolve nicely, bring it to a boil, then take it off the heat. So I'm just steadily stirring it because I don't want anything to get stuck to the bottom. But as you can see, everything now is beginning, well, the butter is beginning to melt. That will obviously mix in with the golden syrup, which will then soak up the muscovado sugar, dissolving it. So now, as you can see, the butter is basically completely melted. When I stir it, you can see all the darkness come through. Now that's your syrup and your sugar. So obviously now I'm just going to keep on stirring it until it is all mixed in. Obviously you'll know when it has, it will turn into more of the dark colour. It's just a case of getting everything mixed in nicely. Keeping it on the low heat, of course, for now. So you can see now it is going a lot darker. If I give it a good stir, you can see it properly. I am gently stirring though, but you can see already it's already transitioning into a much darker colour. Just looking at the camera now, actually, it looks a lot lighter on there than it actually does with your eyes. But yeah, it's coming on nicely. This is a case of being patient. Obviously, for you watching the video, it's a matter of seconds, maybe even a minute. For me, it's a lot longer, but you know, it is something you can't rush. If you do like a toffee kind of syrup or a caramel syrup on too high a heat, it will burn, it will go lumpy. It's a trial and everything. I definitely have done that plenty of times in the past, but yeah, just keep at it and it will all come to a very good result. Okay, so the next part now is I need to bring this up to boil, and then as soon as I have done that, I just need to take it straight off the heat and leave it to rest. So if we look, you see it goes really thick, it really does rise up. So that's what we're going to do. There we go, and now immediately remove it from the heat. Obviously I'm just taking it out of your side. In fact, there we go, so then it'll settle. I'm going to leave that just for now. So whilst that's just settling, I'm just gonna have a quick tidy round, and we've got 27 minutes until the cake is done. So yeah, you can use that time just to chill out a bit, and I'm gonna go and have a nice coffee now, so I'll see you in a few. Okay, so we've just got it out the oven, and I must say it looks like it's cooked pretty damn well. So I'm gonna get it out onto this cooling rack, then we can crack on with the next part of this. Okay, so we've just got this out, so now we're gonna take a toothpick and we're just going to prick some holes in the top of the cake. You don't need to let it cool before you start doing this either. You do this whilst it's, you know, whilst you just got it out of its tins. Oh, got a bit off there. Oh well. But yeah, and also you can tell that it's nicely and cooked as well. So, I've just slid a plate underneath the cooling rack as well, because now we are going to spoon on. Oh wow, that's really cool actually. We've got like a layer of toffee on the sauce. So now we're going to spoon on half of the toffee sauce mix. It's gone really nice and thick. And obviously that's why we pricked the holes as well. It's going to soak in. Using half the mix for this, saving half for when you serve. Just put it all over the top. Just like so. And now we're going to leave about 15 minutes for the cake to cool. A minute, I don't like it being uneven. Yeah, and then after this we're going to leave it 15 minutes just to cool down, and it should be all ready for us to give it a little try. So, I'll see you in 15. Right, so that is all soaked in now. So I'm going to get a knife, I'm going to give it a slice and give it a taste. Here we go. Oh, you can hear like all the sauce. Oh, well, you probably can't on the video, but you just hear it going through all that like stickiness. It's fantastic. All right, let's have a look at it. Yeah, you can see where it's soaked in the top and should have made its way down. So let's give it a try. Right, here we go. My hand's shaking like crazy. God. That's good. That's really good. Really sweet. The sponge is perfect. It's not one bit dry. It's so springy, and yeah, oh my God, that's perfect. Yeah, it's so good, so good, absolutely perfect. I'm gonna make that again, definitely. The sauce has gone in absolutely lovely, soaked through nicely. To be fair, with the rest of it, I might even just pour that on top as well. But yeah, I'm gonna have this later after tea with some with some custard, because that is gonna go absolutely perfect with it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, if you did, the usual, leave it a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you think about this. If you want me to put any extra information on about the ingredients as well, obviously I do talk through it, but sometimes people just want it in writing, so just let me know. If you want me to drop it in the comments, put it in the description, whatever. And yeah, other than that, if you're not already, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.